At this moment we are in the soil physics laboratory of the laboratory unit, and in this soil physics laboratory we have the possibility of doing some of the tests that are important to determine if a soil fulfills its purpose to support a crop or not. Among the physical tests that we can do in this laboratory unit is the determination of soil moisture retention capacity, which is done with the equipment we have here. We have the texture by Goyukos. We have the determination of real density, apparent density, soil aggregate stability and soil aggregate stability. Stability of soil aggregates, and within these tests that help us determine whether a soil is suitable for a particular crop or not, is the soil moisture retention, which is a simulation of how much moisture a soil can retain at a given time, and that also gives us an indication of the irrigation needs to be done to that soil. So this test consists of taking a soil sample brought from the field in rings where the sample is taken as such. It is placed inside these pressure pots and certain pressures are applied. The idea is, as I said, to try to simulate the process that the plant root has in the soil, because the plant has to make a certain suction of water, and it can only suck the water that is available in the soil. Then these equipments allow us to make this simulation. Once we have determined the capacity of the soil to retain that humidity, then we can establish the irrigation needs for the crop. This is done at certain pressures. Generally there are 3 pressures and give a very good indication of the need to establish crop irrigation. The main thing is that all this type of research, all this type of analysis and all this type of studies are focused precisely on supporting producers, because the mission of the corporation is precisely to transform the countryside, to transform the lives of people through research, through the support that is needed so that farmers can change their lifestyle, their productivity, so that the soil has the best possible productivity. Another important analysis that also needs to be done on the soil is chemical analysis, and the corporation has all the possibility, all the technology, the equipment, the personnel to give the producer that support so that what they undertake in the field when they are going to grow a crop is successful and they take advantage of the soil in the best way. Regarding accompaniment with producers, the corporation has a flagship project that seeks to bring soil analysis technology closer to producers through cultural transformation, in which producers, before planting and developing a crop, first evaluate whether the soil has the fertility, the physical capacity, the nutritional requirements and everything that the crop they are going to implement needs, right? In this case, the help of laboratory analysis, of all the technical equipment and the availability of people, because they are not only chemical analysis, but also there is support through agronomists, and lately something that is getting very involved, which is the use of artificial intelligence in the interpretation of the results, which can give more information so that the small producer or any product in general can make good use of the resources they have in the soil. They can also make good use of agrochemicals, the use of fertilizers, right? In this way, There will be no overuse of fertilizers or chemical substances for fertilization, nor will they use quantities that are not what the soil needs. Well, this is a test for the physical structure of the soil that is consumed by the Burgos-Yukos texture, and it consists of taking a sample of the soil that has been previously passed through a grinding process with the purpose of eliminating the coarsest lumps, right? Then we do a sieving until we obtain an approximate amount of 50 grams of sample, which is the one with which we are going to do the measurement process. Then we measure the 50 grams with a scale. We take 50 grams as such, and those 50 grams we are going to put them in a mixer with a special solution. A dispersing agent that is going to make the soil particles suspended, and then by their weight they are going to decant in certain times. Here we do the process that we have done with the sample and the dispersion as such with the dispersing solution. Usually it can be the time indicated in the protocol that we have already established to do it. After which we pass it to a test tube. We make sure to pass the entire sample, and we complete the volume with more water. The total volume is 1 liter of water, and once the volume is completed, then we have a micrometer, which is a measuring device that has a lead at the tip and a scale, right? Where it will give us the density of the water as all the components of the soil are decanted. The soil is composed of silts, clays, sands, and then, as they decant, the density of the water changes, and this will indicate its texture. So initially we take a reading in 15 seconds, which will be the initial density of the soil. But then we check the surface of the water with the indications of the scale. We take the note, and in 2 hours we make another measurement. Logically, in 2 hours all the sands are first decanted and so on. Then that will indicate in a textural chart, in a texture triangle, what is the texture of the soil, and that is important for producers to know precisely what texture their soil has. and if it fits the requirements of their crop or not. The fundamental thing is that everyone can understand the usefulness of soil analysis, and that before implementing and developing a crop, these studies can be done, because based on the studies it is possible to know if the crop to be implemented will be successful or not, right? Because the nutritional needs or the fertilization needs of each soil of each crop depend very much on the quality of the soil, and then this will have a direct impact on production costs. So if we can change this culture and encourage people to do soil analysis, we will surely take better advantage of the resources. The corporation has training plans that promote this type of studies, where people are encouraged to know that they have technical tools, technical knowledge, availability of many people who have a lot of knowledge, and all this is done through promotion. The corporation has programs, makes invitations, visits, conducts training so that people know, so that producers understand and see that the resources are available and are within reach. In this region, specifically in the Orinoco region, which is seen as the frontier, the last agricultural frontier, we are seeing that people are taking these studies into account. We are already promoting bringing the laboratory closer to the producer. We have been in this program for about 6-7 years, and the number of samples has been increasing. This means that people are seeing that it really works. Although there are some skeptics, I think that the word of mouth and seeing that other people are making use of the technological tools brings closer those who perhaps at some point think that they are not useful, and it does have an effect on the people who are really seeing that this is working, and people are making use of the laboratory services.